All right, so the question asks how my organization has changed to align with societal shifts. Well, the work I do is related to civil rights, Title IX, and student risk assessment. And so I immediately think about some of the work specific to sexual and gender based misconduct. And one of the huge societal shifts that we've seen over the years has been Tarana Burke's Me Too movement, where we've seen so many survivors of sexual assault feel empowered to speak up and speak out against sexual assault. And that has really, I think, helped many others feel called to do the same. And so we have seen that on our campus. We've seen more and more people feel willing to speak out against sexual and gender-based misconduct. Reading through chapter 1 and kind of looking at some of the different resources, one of the things that stands out most to me was the web-based tools. And as I think about how we have shifted and how we've tried to add more and more and more to our website, is to help provide information to individuals who need information related to policy, related to resources. We've got a number of different forms on our website for someone that may have experienced either sexual gender-based misconduct or may have experienced some type of discriminatory harassment. And so, our policies align with federal government. Our policy is quite lengthy. In fact, it's 58 pages. And so there's a lot of information there. And so I think if an individual has just experienced some type of traumatic event, and let's say we're talking about a sexual assault, they're not going to read through 58 pages to figure out what they need to know. And so there's a number of different areas and things that we've adjusted, that I've specifically adjusted on our policy to really kind of break down that information, through FAQs, through different forms. We want to be able to know about an incident or a report so that we can address it properly and consistently, and so that we can offer resources to the individual, both on campus and in our community, as we work with a number of different campus and community partners. And so there have been, again, as I think about different shifts in different areas, what we want to do is remove the barriers that might keep someone from speaking up or speaking out related to sexual gender-based misconduct or discriminatory harassment. The other question to this is, where is improvement warranted? Well, there's still a number of different areas and things that I think we should take advantage of. I've thrown around recently the idea of being able to provide more videos on our website for someone that may, again, need information related to a policy that, as I said before, is 58 pages in length. What are the things that they need to know? And if someone's experienced a sexual assault within 72 hours, what might be critical information that they need to know right then and there? And so that's an area where I think we can continue to improve our digital assets to promote education and awareness, to help individuals understand their rights, and to understand what they need to know, and how our office and how Wofford College can best support its community members. Another question asked is, are any of these changes due to the pandemic? And I would say that certainly has impacted the work that we do. That we still use Zoom during some meetings. So I would say the majority of my meetings take place in person, but there are still web-based tools such as Zoom or Teams that we're using at least a couple of times a week to reach individuals. And sometimes that's contacting individuals that are studying abroad that may have experienced some type of harm, some type of harassment or assault. And so we continued our work. Unfortunately, sexual and gender-based misconduct did not stop just because we were experiencing a pandemic. But we did have to figure out new ways in which we could communicate, particularly on those several months in which either I was not on campus or students were not on campus. And so being sure that we can bridge that gap, that we can reach our students, our faculty and staff, and be there for them. Yeah. All right. Thank you.